Hi, hey, and all those other greetings, adventurers. I'm Jake Spins, welcoming you guys back to my gaming and unboxing channel, where today, if you don't know, I'm actually recording this December 12th, which it's 19 minutes before the Game Awards. So I'm probably going to miss streaming the intro, but I wanted to at least get some unboxing stuff done today because, well, I'm in the midst of my break, but with the holidays coming up, I needed to start clearing some stuff off, and of course, now is when all the packages from like 6 months ago that have been pre-ordered, that's when that stuff is rolling in. Seriously, I've got the Sonic board game that I ended up doing the Kickstarter for, two anime figures, which one of them is here today, that I have pre-ordered, and it's just insane. It's been a crazy day. Chow in Space released today, an animation by Sonic Team. So, yeah. But we're not talking about Game Awards. We're not talking about Sonic. We are actually going into Sword Art Online. Now, of course, you guys probably know that every once in a while, because I am a super fan of Sword Art Online, I have not seen the second half of Alicization, so please no spoilers. And this most likely won't go over any overview. But yeah, this is a Sword Art Online figure that we have today from an app game, believe it or not. If you didn't know, SAO has a lot of games. Probably because it's based off of games, but one of the games that it has is something called Code Register. And a whole bunch of different stuff. I don't know exactly if this is the thing, but they make a bunch of different cards that you can play the characters with, and they have a bunch of the characters in all sorts of outfits, and it then becomes official, and then people get to vote to make a figure, and then there's this whole thing where you could win it, but of course, because I'm in America, it's not really available, but they put it on sites like Otaku Mode, so that's where I get a lot of these, except this one I spent a little bit more on. But we'll get into that in just a second, because we're about to show off one of the figures that I actually splurged a little bit on, and I actually really, really wanted from the get-go. That being the Pirate Leafa. Yeah, if you did not know, Alfheim is one of my favorite seasons, and a huge reason is because of Leafa and Sugua. I just really love these characters. Well, this character, because she's really cute, she's really cool, and she struggles with a lot of things that general people really wouldn't be able to think about, or really shouldn't have to think about. But the way her character development goes, and how she still tries to help Kirito and all her friends, I just really enjoy it. And clearly, I'm not the only one, because there's a figure of her. Or, well, because she's pretty. Or in anime terms, hot. But anyway, though, as this is a pirate video, I do have one question for you guys. Does that mean that I can now make PG booty jokes? You know, because I'm telling you, I'm not talking about, you know, Leafa's behind. I'm talking about the money booty, right? Right? Wink, wink. But yeah, it's PG, so why not? And you know, I thought having scissors here would actually help me. But boy, was I wrong, and I should have figured that, yeah, I would definitely rip something. So yeah, one of the things that's very PG booty is the fact, such a weird sentence, but the fact that I paid a lot of pirate booty for this, at least in my standards, because instead of a $15 figure, and I know people are going to be like, that's nothing, I spend hundreds on my figures, but this one cost me a good 40, and I waited on it, and I just missed my mark, so I had to go somewhere else, paid 40, and I was waiting and so scared that she wasn't coming. So she's not necessarily the newest figure that's out for SAO, but she is at least newer in the stands of anime figures. And when you're kind of going for new priority stuff with these type of things, it's a little bit hard to go over that kind of stuff just for the fact of they take a while to come out. So, you know, this is generally like when you pre-order and, you know, they make first, second releases and stuff. So, first off, we do have Leafa, who we are actually going to put her beautiful pirate self over to the side, and we are, of course, going to go over the accessory first, and that is a big old barrel of fun, which I did think it was going to be, like, open, and it was going to be splurges of gold. Splurges of booty. Sorry, I gotta keep saying it because it's the one context in a family-friendly way that I can say it, so I apologize. But looking at this, we have this really, really cool emerald necklace. Hey, we got the focus a little bit. We do have some pirate booty on there. Sorry, I'm probably gonna have a booty counter. Wow, YouTube's gonna be like, whoa, what is this video? And I'm like, I'm talking about pirates, man. The barrel itself has a very dark wooden gradient. Usually for barrels type of stuff like this, you'd have a more lighter one because the barrels are worn out from being on ships, and you'd have a lot more texture. But this has a very smooth and dark oak type of texture, maybe just because they figured it's better for contrast. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure why they had this barrel in there, just because it doesn't fully make sense. But it looks like I don't have to put anything together, which is awesome because you guys know whenever I try to put these figures together, I break something because everything is so fragile. And this, you throw this out of the wall, you might make a dent in the wall. Like just a tiny dent. You know, it might not be a cannonball, but I guess it's a cannon barrel. Yeah, don't shove barrels in cannons. Just a little PSA. But anyway, though, now that we've looked at the barrel of destiny, right, that's a very pirate thing, let's look at my girl, Leafa, who seems to have a bit more plastic than I was expecting. Girl, what is up with it? Girl, this girl is wearing plastic underwear. I don't know much about pirates, but I'm pretty sure that's not something you're supposed to do. And it's like on her skirt, and it's really weird. That's really weird placement. Whoa, her skirt moves? Why is that? That's really weird. I do apologize though. It's probably going to be really, really weird with camera angles just because the skirt is very loose and apparently moves, which I'm just going to show you guys. Like, look at that. The skirt moves like this much, and it moves in two pieces. And to that I say, why? Like, is it just because of the under stuff? Which, in that case, I guess I can kind of understand, but it would have just been better had you not done it that way, because it's not like you can just take it off or you have to put it on. It's already on the figure, so it just seems very bizarre of a choice. But hey, I'm also not a figure designer, so I don't know about how this quality control stuff looks. As I said though, we don't have a base for her because she is having barrels of fun. Yeah, you guys are going to be very annoyed with me by the end of the video. And just like the other barrel, you do have that same thing, except it does look a little bit lighter because the gradient is more so centered because it's bigger, so you can have more of that effect. So let's look at the character herself. So first off, the skin color looks very, very nice. It actually looks correct, which might seem a little strange that I'm starting with that, but it's also a little bit hard to see, so just give me a second. Sorry guys, there's no way to show this off any better, but hopefully it's not too dark to where you guys can't really see that much. If I do this kinda, maybe it's fine. Alright, so There you guys go. A little bit of shade. So her skin looks really, really nice. You've got her giving you a wink and a peace sign. Because, you know, pirates are known for their peace. I mean, hey, I guess if you see a pretty pirate like this and she's giving you a wink and a peace sign, you're not doing too bad as long as she smells nice. Not in a weird way, but because, you know, pirates and not bathing. Which, speaking of which, she's definitely in a weird bathing suit, which we'll get to in a second. Her eye is actually green, so that is correct. Her hair is very nice, being in the classic Leafa ponytail, which is super, super long. I love when they do that whole entire flowing thing, like it's going in the wind. Because then it just makes the hair feel more alive, you know? It gives it more pizzazz. And I just think that's really, really cool. Going in the back, instead of her regular green bow, you do actually have a navy blue bow, which looks very, very nice with the blonde hair. As well, in the back, you have a teal bow, which actually has some lines in it. Going onto the arms, you do have a few armbands. On the right arm, you have this armband right here, which is nice, shiny, shimmering gold. So she's got some arm booty. Then you've got some on her forearm, which she has a little bit more of a gauntlet. So I guess if somebody tries to slash a sword, she can always put her right arm up, and as long as she's not afraid of scratching her gold bracelet. See, now I'm just gonna fake you guys out. Then she can block with that, kind of Wonder Woman style, and a little less of a long wristband. You do actually have one with some nice teal gems on her other wrist, her peaceful wrist, as you might say. Leafa as a pirate does not actually have a sword, which is kind of interesting, but we're not really focused on combat heavy. We're just focused on the fan service, right, anime? Sorry, not trying to bash anybody. Wow, I only have like 6 minutes. Okay. But anyway, though, let's go on to the outfit itself. The outfit is extremely interesting because I really don't know what to think of it. I really think this design is extremely cool, and it works as weird as it is. You know, she is on the sea, but for a pirate, you know, that midriff being shown would definitely hurt that. But we'll say she's more of a swimming pirate than anything. You know, somebody goes overboard, she's going to jump in the water, she's going to save your life. Because it's Leafa, and you know Leafa is extremely resourceful. And also, this is probably based on like a game pirate type outfit. So going on to the straps, which are actually a ribbon suspender, which is kind of interesting. You do have that cross from a choker into suspenders, keeping the top of the bathing suit up, which of course is teal. It does have a little bit of two straps on the bottom, 2 white straps, as well as a tiny blue diamond, which is a nice touch. We've already gone over the bow, but if you look closely by the side straps, you can actually see that she has 2 straps from there all the way down to the skirt. And now the reason is, and trust me, the angles are extremely weird for anime figures, especially this one with a moving up and down skirt, which I only know because they put the plastic there. It actually goes into a weird bottom bathing suit, which is obviously the same color, and I'm assuming just kind of goes as a regular bathing suit, or as regular as this is. Looking at the legs, though, we can take a little bit of an assumption that it might go a little bit further on her legs, because if you look closer at her legs right here, you can see on her thigh there's the straps that are going right here in the cross that go under the skirt onto the black stockings, which that is an extremely good choice. And I just always like that design choice, going the extra mile. And then, of course, you have these really, really cool freaking boots. Seriously, if anything on this figure, I really love. I mean, I love this figure in general, But one thing that I really, really appreciate is the design of these boots. This looks like something that I would love to create. As a character designer and a storyteller, I would love to have something that looks as cool as this. You've got the teal on sides, and then you've got this dark blue with these kind of anchorish type of gold symbols, which just look really, really good. And honestly, as somebody who is not a big fan of the color teal, it somehow works. They made the color teal work, guys. That's insane, because teal doesn't work for anything or anybody. It makes no money because it doesn't have a job. That's how much it doesn't work. Just saying. And then of course you do have the bottom of the shoes, which, you know, are as you'd expect, which are flat, nothing on the barrel. And the last thing to really look at is actually the movable skirt, as all pirates have. You know, even Blackbeard had this this very frilly skirt that, you know, if somebody poked it or the wind just flew up, it would kind of go up and down very stalely. You know, it's a very pirate thing. Some say they stole it from ballerinas, but pirates started it first. Don't let anybody trick you with that. But anyway, though, the reason why I say skirts is because if you look, there's actually two different ones. It's a little bit hard to see, but there is a black under one, and then you have this top one, which has kind of gold anchor designs with a really, really top-notch gold trim around the whole entire perimeter. And then I mentioned the symbols, right? I think so. And then you do have this gray belt, which just adds it together, because they also added the loops. And honestly, even though she has fairly little clothing, I am a very big fan of this figure. So one thing that as I've been saying multiple times, and you guys are probably super annoyed with it, I love the fact that there's no stand. There's no holes in the feet. There's no holes on the figure. It's just nice, straight up on the barrel, nothing to put together, nothing to break, and I love that. Of course, if we do drop this, then yeah, it's not going to be good. But honestly, the fact that I paid $40 for this, I feel like it was worth it. I feel like it was worth my money, and I mean, a big part of that is because Leafa is one of my favorites, and because I just don't have a lot of Leafa figures. So anyway, though, guys, let me know what you think of Pirate Leafa in the comment section below. And, I mean, I'm curious, editing all this, how many times I actually did say booty. As weird as that is for one of my videos, it is now something that is recorded into history. But anyway, though, guys, if you want to see me do more SAO figures, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what your guys' favorite arc is. Try to avoid spoilers. Anything that I've talked about on the actual channel, that's fine. Or if you're going to say something, make sure to put a spoiler warning. But please don't say anything about the Underworld arc, because I know I have seen nothing of that. So please be kind to me and everybody else who likes watching the dub. And also don't forget they added this secondary barrel, which you probably could have made it $5 less had you not added this extra barrel. But anyway, yar har! The whale she blows over to the treasure. Let's go! Land ho! Whoosh! And of course, I managed to zoom in at the worst possible area, which was her knees. Yeah. Well, hey, at least you get a nice close, focused view of her boots. And it blurs out her face. Just like YouTube Sensory would do. Blur out the face. But the boots, yep, that's the appropriate part, right? Alright, guys. Keep it safe.